you find attractive in men? If you want to answer. And how is it dating as a single mom?
I can write a novella on Bumble.
Hi everyone and welcome to the second episode of the Bad Podcast. I am personally very excited because आज हमारे साथ हैं Anupriya Kapoor, who I have been following for a while and I've really wanted to sit down and get to know her, and today is my chance to do that and also your chance to do it, because here's someone who has redefined what it means to be a strong, independent woman and shattered stereotypes about being a single parent, not letting circumstances define you, about being a content creator, an authentic one at that, a fitness enthusiast, and the best friend that a child can also have in their mom. So I'm inspired by her and I want to get to know her more, so let's get started. So Anu, welcome to the Bad Podcast. So nice to have you here.
Thank you, Swati.
And I know आप ज़्यादा podcast नहीं करते, but आप यहाँ पे आए, so thank you so much. We're really excited.
I'm looking forward to this.
So let's talk a little bit about your personal journey, your personal life. I know people really want to get to know you as a person, and I have that opportunity, guys, to make that happen. So any childhood memory which you think has shaped how you are today?
I won't say one memory. I would just maybe talk about two things, if that's okay. One of them being that my father comes from a very humble background. He was, they were staying in refugee camps. They moved from Pakistan when he was born. And he's had a very tough life. And he did everything to provide education to us, to me and my two brothers. So when I look back, because of how he's brought us up, I think a lot of values that I have in my life is because of how we grew up, valuing things, just everything that we've been how we've managed to be is something I value. I never take for granted. I think that comes from there. And the other is that I grew up in a very chaotic home. It was dysfunctional.
Which city was this?
I grew up in a lot of small places. You would
Where
not
were
even
you
have heard
born?
of the name. I was born in Avadi. It's near Chennai. I grew up in a place called Medak, which is near Hyderabad. Then I was in a place called Ichhapur, which is close to Calcutta.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
You're an Indian citizen, proper Indian citizen from everywhere.
So very small gated
yeah.
communities of ordnance factories. Studied in Kendra Vidyalaya through and through. So actually talking about Kendra Vidyalaya, that's something taught me a lot, because in Kendra Vidyalaya you have people from all strata of the society. And being an officer's daughter, you see how privileged you are, right? हमारे लिए जो नई books आ रही हैं, but half of the class would have older books. So that time there's a stark difference between the privilege. Even though we are not like rich or anything, it's just that we are privileged enough to get at least new books every year. So you kind of learn a lot of lessons कि लोगों के पास shoes भी नहीं हैं. At least you have shoes, And I still remember at one point of time, school की fee 5 रुपए बढ़ी थी, 5 रुपए. And there were parents standing outside the school requesting कि मत बढ़ाओ. We've seen that. So you kind of start.
You have a deep value for money.
Deep value for everything. You never take your life for granted or whatever you have for granted. And like I was saying, so I grew up in a very chaotic and dysfunctional kind of a home. So as an adult, one of the biggest sole aims has been to create a very functional, happy, safe space for my son. So
and he has seen you go through the divorce as well, and as a single mom, and we'll talk about dating as a single mom, but how has your relationship with him evolved, and any tips for other parents out there on how to really have that friendly relationship with your child?
I actually made a reel on this, how to deal with your teenagers. But in general, I feel that to treat them as their own people, not take them as
a kid.
Like just talk to them at their level and as honestly as possible. It's not that you have to share all the details, but you can still be truthful. So I think that's what has helped me, and to never ever, one of the biggest thing I think I've never done is to pass on my stress, my emotions to him. He doesn't need to carry my emotional burden. So that has to be separate, and that I think really helped to let him be a child while being honest to him, but let him have his childhood. So he doesn't need to make up for any void that I have in my life. That's not his duty. His duty is just to be a child.
How beautiful. And how is it dating as a single mom? Have you tried that? And
I can write a novella on Bumble.
Some tips to others out there.
Don't look for love in Bumble and Tinder. I know I'm losing out the campaigns now, but I've had horrible experience on that. Very, very bad. Like I said, I can write novella on that, the kind of men I've met. Also, it's not seen in a very good light. Not from your family, I'm not talking about that. Even people who come and meet you, they feel a single mother is a burden. And a lot of them are just there to kind of have fun. They think, oh, ये तो single mom है, and they kind of hide their own marital status from you. They hide the fact that they're not looking for commitment. They're just there for fun. So you have to be very careful if you're dating. You have to be really meeting the right kind of people and have a very, very strong radar about men.
Yeah, that's true. I've seen through my friends' experiences as well, where men don't disclose the whole thing, na?
Yeah.
So they just come. I mean, it's not just men. I'm sure women also do that. But how do you have the other person really opening up and being honest about it? That's the biggest thing, right? Then over time you build trust. But initial honesty now, तो वो ज़्यादा दूर जाती नहीं ना, because the minute you get found out, anyways, it's over.
Correct. So I feel one should meet organically through common friends and family. I think that's the way to go about it. Is just that, if you have a child, then like I said, most people are actually close to the idea. A single father is okay, but a single mother is
considered a liability.
Yes. Even though she could be 100% financially independent and doing her own thing. And it's not as open as it should be. But it's getting there.
How did content happen?
Long story. Chalega?
Okay, chalega, we have time.
So I was actually suffering from postpartum depression at when I had my son, some 17 years back.
Yeah, so he's 17. You
Yes.
don't look like it at all.
Thank you.
That you have a 17-year-old.
Thank you.
And he's very handsome. I've seen his photos.
Maap pe gaya.
Yeah.
So I was suffering from postpartum depression, and I used movement, basically long distance running, to kind of help me through that phase. And once I could actually overcome that, I thought I want to talk to more and more women, reach out to them, how movement can help them, how movement can bring self-respect back in their life. Because I thought, अगर मैं suffer कर रही हूँ, तो there will be a lot of women who would be suffering like me and who will be lost. I was totally lost. So I started blogging, like writing blogs, articles, lamba articles. And I got very good response. It was about everything. It was called Mom on the Run.
Mom on the Run.
Yes.
Okay,
so,
nice.
Because it's like mom is always literally on the run, and metaphorically and literally. So started blogging, telling women how to start running, what to wear while running, sharing my life experiences about postpartum depression, a lot of other topics. It was an organic journey that from there it moved to Facebook, from Facebook to Instagram. So yeah.
Oh, nice.
And then lockdown, I actually started creating a lot more content.
Same for me also. I also started making videos during lockdown because I was home and I was in fact on immunosuppressants because of my kidney problem. So I was even more careful. So then I started looking at the camera and saying video banate. And that's how interestingly your journey also started.
A lot of content creators were born during that time.
Yeah. You spoke about postpartum depression. It's something that a lot of people don't know that they're actually going through it also. How does one know?
Even I didn't know. It took me a couple of years to understand that I'm going through that. Also, I got to know because my depression runs in my family. So I kind of knew the cues, I'm not being functional. I'm not able to get up and, even get myself to take a bath. I'm not eating well. Don't want to meet anybody. So there were a lot of signs which I could recognize because I've seen depression run through my family. But it's still a topic which is not discussed enough. But now at least people are talking about it. And there is a lot more awareness.
Talk about mental health. But still, मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि there are a lot of people who are going through depression, but they don't know कि it's called depression.
It's actually now there's so much awareness and so much information. अब तो anxiety को भी depression की तरह, they're confusing. So
और पहले इतनी सारी ये चीजें होती भी नहीं थी. अब stress, anxiety, depression, all sorts of things are there actually.
I don't think I agree to that completely. I think थी, it's just that there was no awareness.
हाँ, no, that's what I mean कि पहले इतने सारे नाम नहीं थे, अब इतने सारे different stages, different type of नाम भी आ गए हैं.
Correct. पहले था, I think it was more of survival.
Yeah.
Now, because you know,
basics are taken
care of, so we are talking more about mental health. पहले तो survival में जिंदगी निकल जाती थी, especially like say for example my dad or his growing up years. I don't think he had time to understand depression, right? He was busy कि मेरे को IIT करना है, पढ़ाई करनी है, नौकरी करनी है, provide करना है family को. That's it. So yeah, things are different now, thankfully.
So how has your content creation evolved? What kind of topics? And you know, now that you're big on Instagram, so many people follow you. So how do you think about what kind of content to make and topics to pick?
I never picked up a niche. To begin with, it was long distance running, to be honest, and movement. But slowly, I was like, I have a voice and I can talk about so many things. So it keeps evolving. Every year, as I evolve, my content keeps changing. So if 5 years back, it was a lot about, say, for example, I was going through a divorce. And you know, how I became financially independent, or the importance of becoming a financially independent woman. So it was more on that. Then I started traveling, so it became more about travel. Then I got into CrossFit, and then I got into pole dance, and then I got into yoga. So I keep changing as per whatever I'm doing. So as I evolve, my content keeps evolving. I don't restrict myself to, oh, I used to talk about postpartum depression at one point of time, so I will continue that. I will bring it up sometimes, but that will not be my key. So right now my life is pretty happy, and I'm in a very happy
space right now.
So I talk about those things.
In the last few minutes itself, you've said so many things that are very breaking stereotypes type, right? We've spoken about divorce, about actually traveling alone, pole dancing, being a single mom, and financial security. So how has that journey been online? Because I'm sure there are people who also ऐसा लगता है ना कि they come after you. How do you deal with that?
Like trolling and...
Yeah, trolling.
I've been massively trolled on. Because the time I used to talk about, especially during lockdown, I used to talk a lot about divorce. Because that was the time I was really,
going through that.
Figuring out things and stuff. And I was very vocal. I got trolled so much. I can't even tell you the kind of things people come to you with. And it's always assumed that if a woman is divorced, usko kisne choda hoga. You know? It's never a question ki I
वो भी तो छोड़ सकती है, of course.
In fact, mostly men don't walk out of the marriage. It is the women who walk out of the marriages because. So I've been talking about it and I get trolled, but at some point of time you have to become thick-skinned, or you just turn off the comments if you can't take it anymore. So that's what I used to do. If it's too much for me to handle, I would turn off the comments.
But did it become too much? How did you manage it?
A lot, because especially when my son was growing up, it was also this to attack me for you know, things like you travel without your son, as if it's a bad thing. I'm like, if I was working full time, my profession was not to create content which looks fun. So there's a problem. But if I was working in, say, for example, a KPMG and I was traveling for work, that would have been okay.
Correct.
So because it looks fun and looks like, oh, I'm partying or whatever, so even though I don't party much. So yeah, they would come at you and troll you, and it happens a lot.
So your tip for people who are going through trolling would be to?
Turn off the comments. If it's too much, just turn off the comments. Don't think about traction. Don't think about anything else. Think about protecting yourself and let it go.
So best is to let it pass and not take it personally, I also think, because, you know,
अच्छे
log, people of the world get trolled, right? Biggest celebs get trolled. So sometimes when the mob is there, and just let it go. So coming back to content and topics, so you said it's based on what, you know, is different streams which are hot in your life at that point. But how do you plan it? Like, do you have a schedule for weeks? So other, you know, aspiring content creators, what tips can we share with them on how to create content, how to organize your life and plan it a little bit? And any tips that you have on, of course, everyone wants to know how to make content go viral.
So my Meta partner manager just doesn't like me because I never plan my content. And he's like, plan it, make it.
So you have a Meta partner manager. What does that mean?
So some creators are, I don't know how they decide, but they get partner
who
managers
are big
from
and popular and famous,
I think maybe
of course.
were there for a long time.
But
they have partner managers who kind of, you know, just do once a month hygiene call. What's happening? Do you need any help? they even suggest some things. Like there was a time 6 months back, I think I was like, I think I'm done with content creation because this
Oh,
Insta
really?
algorithm,
That happened?
Like algorithm is too much, traction nahi aa raha hai, ye nahi ho raha hai, kuch bhi karo, there's no response. I don't know what's happening. And he just said, just shut up and do what you need to do. Just because traction nahi aa raha, you're not putting out content, it's leading to...
Yeah, it's a vicious circle.
It's a vicious circle. So you can't get into that. You keep putting out what's best for you and let it happen. So it does help. So yeah, he was very... I always tell him...
So one is to be consistent with your content.
Consistent, but I feel more than consistency, it is putting out content with intention.
With intention.
Yeah, like कि मुझे filler post डालना है, नहीं.
Matlab there's a certain objective, certain message with each thing that you put out.
Yes, because I feel, we are not celebrities. If you're content creators or influencers, there's a reason why we're making that content. I'm not an Aishwarya Rai that I'll put up a picture and people want to see that. No. Get over yourself. It's the biggest advice I would give to content creators. Get over yourself. ठीक है, इतना seriously मत लो अपने आप को. And you're there for the audience. And what are you giving them? So filler post ke badle, make the post with an intention, and I think that really helps. And that helps me actually.
Yeah. So like in my case, I try to plan a week. कि okay, एक दिन ये करना है, so that there is some idea, some planning, and I know कि okay, I don't have any more content bank left after this.
Correct.
So do you do any kind of scheduling as well in your?
So I do plan, like okay, I should be putting out something which is to do with fitness because that's very close part of my life.
Yeah.
Then I love saris, I love Indian ethnic fashion, so I try to do something on that. Travel is very close to my heart. Something about travel, something about hospitality. I love going to restaurants, trying out different things. So whatever is basically, again, whatever. And if I'm going through a phase which is, say for example, I'm going through a very low phase, I talk about that as well. And I figure out ways where I don't want sympathy, but I want to put out that I'm going through something like this, and if it can help you, maybe if you're going through something similar.
So somebody who's feeling kind of stuck or lost in life, and they're watching this podcast today, what would you say to them?
I think if you're stuck, I feel acceptance is the first stage of moving out of any rut. That this is what is happening to me, or this is what I'm going through. The moment you accept, then the next is ki there is nothing that's going to happen by just thinking. Action. Everything is action. तुम अगर किसी का fitness video देखोगे उससे कुछ नहीं होगा. Till the time you pick up yourself, wear your shoes, get out of the house. So everything is action related. So I think acceptance and then action.
Correct. So in my case also, one is the same thing. This, if I am feeling low, I try and get some exercise. Because I think, like you said very rightly, ki wear your shoes and get out of the house. That is the first step, and that is a big step. So the exercise solves for a lot of things. And then I practice something called the choose method. So I try to think of the next best thought, so that it can, take me to the next up one vibration, feel a little better, and then from there I'll think of something else which makes me feel happier, and then gradually, as you keep choosing your thoughts, you keep choosing happiness in each of those thoughts, and then you end up feeling better. But I agree, and I think that's part of your charm, right? To be so organic and to be natural. If you're feeling low, you'll share it. Because authenticity is also a part of your personal brand.
I think that's very, very important for anybody.
No, I do that a lot. So that's why I'll make a story morning walk ki bhi, so they without any makeup. Then I'll do it in office as well. And if when I went through my kidney transplant, I shared my full story because I wanted people to know कि मतलब इस समय ये चल रहा है versus मैं garden में बैठ के photo post नहीं कर रही हूँ जब मैं actually renal ICU में हूँ. Because that is where authenticity comes from. Otherwise, if people can't trust us, then what is the point?
100%. And at the end of the day, you're there to share your life. In different ways. It could be that you are sharing your cooking journey. It could be you're sharing your fitness journey. But at the end of the day, you're human. And that has to come out.
So how do you plan, like how does man earn money? Because content creation takes time and it becomes a career. So where does the financial stability come from?
Especially if you're not a YouTuber, just on Instagram and Facebook, it is through brand deals. Brands reach out to you. But right now, the number of creators are so many that I'm not sure how they get to be seen, because you know, I've been in the industry for a very long time, so I've been in touch with a lot of agencies. For the new age creators, I feel the only choice they have is to build a name for themselves and sign up with a talent management agency to kind of start getting work. The other is, of course, affiliate marketing that you guys also do through Earn Karo.
So by the way, through Earn Karo, we have many travel influencers using our links from booking.com.
Oh, lovely.
Because जितने भी hotel recommendations हैं वो सब booking.com से जाते हैं. We have people using Amazon links via Earn Karo for, you know, any recommendations on, it could be workout stuff, it could be घर का कुछ भी सामान Amazon से जो आप recommend कर रहे हो, Nykaa से all the beauty, lot of things. मतलब because Earn Karo के through आप किसी भी brand का affiliate link बना सकते हो और अपने channel पे post कर सकते हो.
Guys, I'll start posting on my stories.
Yeah, exactly. You should. You should, because there is, it's like, you know, your recommendation matters, which is why people are buying through you.
Correct.
So it makes sense to make that an affiliate link. Not earning anything is no point. Ultimately, we all need to earn, right? And if content creation is a career,
the only thing I think is important again is to be authentic and be real in that this is what I actually use. I'm not just selling for selling sake.
Well, Earn Karo से तो आपको हर चीज का affiliate link मिल सकता है, so you can be totally real and you know pick whatever you are using, because सब पे ही होगा. But more importantly, a lot of influencers, like लोग जब influencers को देखते हैं, they sometimes might think कि वो कोई भी brand deal ले लेते हैं, or sometimes actually influencers think a lot before taking up. So what do you think is the reality in your opinion?
So I think so I'm not trying to be
you're not trying to
superior or
generalize
anything
also.
here, but I do think a lot before taking brand deals. A lot of people I know don't think at all. Like it just doesn't matter. They're like, अच्छा, as long as पैसा मिल रहा है तो हम कर देंगे. वो चाहे gaming apps हों, चाहे you know stuff which actually is not, which actually takes you away from being an influencer. I mean, तुम क्या influence कर रहे हो लोगों को betting app में भेज के? But I am very particular, especially since I speak so much about health and fitness, and if I don't use something or I would not use personally, then I do not promote it. It's as simple. That's my rule. It's ये मैं use करूँगी. If this is, say for example, there's a cooking oil. Will I use it, bring it to my home? Will it feed it to my family? No. I will not promote it. It's quite simple. But there are things which are not very healthy, but you would eat once in a while. I'm okay to promote that. But my language will change. Like it will definitely carry that message that sometimes I consume this.
Yeah, so in my case also I keep a distinction between unboxing and SB recommends. So अगर मुझे किसी brand ने कुछ भेजा है and I want to show it, so I will say कि I'm opening it in front of you, you can see this product and that's it. I can't say go try or recommend because I have not used it.
Correct.
But if I have used something, then I will say कि okay, this is something I use, I like, please go buy it.
100%.
So I think if people can make that distinction, then it's good, but I know some people don't do that.
Yeah, like there are times I've received the product, I've cancelled the campaign, post that, because I've seen the quality, say for example clothes, right? I'm like, no, this is not, it
Feels
might look
bad.
still good in the camera,
Yeah.
and I can pull it off, but that's not what I want my audience to buy, you know, because they will buy
That's
with a
where
lot of
authenticity
trust.
comes in.
Yeah. So I've just said, I'm so sorry, I can't take it up. Can you pick up the products?
So let's talk a little bit about your personal journey, your personal life. So when you look at a guy and you are thinking कि okay अच्छा है कि नहीं है, from a dating point of view, what are like the 3 things that you find attractive in men? If you want to answer the question, we can both answer. We can, you know, we can both answer. What are the 3 things we find attractive in men? As women, right? I mean, other men watching this should take some cues on what they need to be like.
I think treating the woman not like a woman, like, you know, you can't differentiate. Just treat the person like a person. Respect the person. I think that is one of the...
Yeah, respect has to be it, for sure. And especially, like, I find it a big turn off if the guys, you know, go to a restaurant and they look at the waiter and say, chich. The minute somebody does that, it's a turn off. Walk away, girls. It's a turn off.
Yeah, that is like the bare minimum.
Yeah, exactly. It is the bare minimum. We talk about respecting women and treating as equals.
Equal.
I'm saying कि छोटी-छोटी चीजें भी sometimes are telltale signs of what's to come.
Oh yes. Yes. Like how you treat people who can't give you anything.
Yeah.
That I think is very important.
That's everything. Correct.
Yeah. So
what else?
What else? I think I genuinely think respect, humor.
Yeah, like, humor is a good one as well. If they can make you laugh, then that's good.
Yes.
Or if they can laugh at your jokes, that's
and
also good.
And communicate well. Like, who's not scared of communicating, who's not scared of being vulnerable.
Yeah. Actually, vulnerability is a very sexy quality which is
Yes.
underrated in men.
Yes.
Because if you are able to open up, and I mean, you're a human being at the end of the day, why do you have to be all macho and can't cry?
Yeah.
I think vulnerability is attractive because it means that you are okay to open up.
Yes.
And if you're okay to open up, means you let the other person in.
Like basically somebody who's very secure in their being.
Yeah.
Secure men are very sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. I also think kind is the new sexy.
Yes.
Right. So if you are kind and if you are a nice guy, I mean, I think I always tell Rohan that what really attracted me to him was the fact that he's a nice guy.
Yes.
You know, as growing up in college, you're always attracted to the bad boys, right? Who all the girls like, and then you want their attention, but they are the wrong ones, right? They're the wrong ones because most likely they're the ones who will break your heart and they'll do like things which you don't want to be subject of ish. But I think the nice guys, they will always be there, and they're the. I mean, to me, I've always been attracted to them.
Yeah. Like I think one of the biggest qualities, especially as a woman, most women have gone through a lot of shit. I think making the woman feel safe.
Yeah.
I think that again is a very, very, even though it should be a bare minimum, but I find that very important. You make the person feel safe in your space. How safe do others feel around you? I think that's also a big turn on.
Yeah. Good.
Like I would be very happy if any woman can walk up to my man and say, like, can I talk to you?
Yeah.
That will be such a good thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because
Good, we're getting somewhere. You have a list now. We have a list now. You boys all have a list now. I'll add one more. I think people who take care of their health.
Of course.
That's a great thing. Because you have to value yourself.
I think मेरे bare minimum इतने बन चुके
इतने
हैं
सारे
कि
आ
मैं
गए।
बोलती yeah.
I know.
Somebody who takes care of themselves is a must.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's a form of intelligence,
Yes.
right?
Agreed.
You're taking care of your health. You're taking care of your very basics, right? After a certain age, I'll give you an example. Okay, somebody who was interested in me, who I bumped into in a club
Yeah.
or a pub or whatever. And that person was drunk.
Hmm.
At this age, I don't appreciate it. I'm
You
sorry.
have to be able to handle your alcohol.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. It's a big
correct.
You could be like doing really well in your career.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
could be a great guy, but
Yeah.
you're drunk really? No.
Yeah. So, on that topic, there are a lot of couples who are probably in marriages that are not working.
Yeah.
They are there because either it's the kids or it's too hard to work out, there's uncertainty. You also don't know what life would be like without your partner, right? You almost picking amongst lesser of the two evils in some sense, if I can say that in a rather not nice way. But you've gone through that stage and you had the guts to take that courage and walk out of that marriage, right? So, what are your tips for somebody who's in a similar situation?
So sometimes I feel there are women who are not financially independent, or they are there in a bad marriage because of certain issues, right? Yeah. They just can't get up and walk out. They don't have that privilege.
Financial independence is a big reason.
So one of the biggest thing I always say is that financial independence is the key. I wasn't financially independent for 7 years after I had my son, and I think that was one of the lowest point of my life because I could not get up and do what I wanted to. It's not my ex-husband is a great guy, and it's not that he stopped me, but I stopped myself, right? Because I didn't know what the future holds. So सब कुछ जाने दो, but financially independent रहना is so important. Because once you have that, you have the courage to do anything else.
To do what's right for you.
Yes. And apart from that, just have a honest most of the time we're not honest to ourselves. We make ourselves believe what we want to believe, or what others, what's convenient. So I think be honest to yourself. Are you really happy? Are you living your full potential? And if not, what's the reason? What's stopping you?
Yeah. And you spoke about growing up and having value for money, saving money. Now we are cash karo, right? So we are all about saving money.
Okay.
So do you still have that in you, the desire to save? Would you? I mean, I don't know if you've checked out Cash Karo, but Cash Karo ke through you can get cash back on all online shopping. Chahe Amazon, Myntra, Nykaa, kahin bhi shop, booking.com pe you're traveling. So you go via Cash Karo and make the booking, and you will get between 5% to as much as 60-70% cash back, because some brands we give that also.
Wow.
And you get this in your Cash Karo account, you can transfer it to your bank. So It's real cash, one for one coming back to you. So, do you do anything to save money, or you don't need to? But
No, everybody needs to save money.
everybody needs to, because we forget that actually we work so hard for it.
Correct.
So we work so hard to earn money, but when it comes to saving, we get a little lazy sometimes. क्या करना, छोड़ दो. But to earn, we have spent that effort.
Yes. I used to be like totally कि अच्छा खर्च दो. And but in the last couple of years, I've become very mindful. I look for deals. I compare
Yeah.
cost. Even if it's saving $100, I do that now.
Perfect.
Pehle I used to not.
You are actually an ideal cash karo customer.
Yeah.
Even credit cards and loans, we are giving
Correct.
cash back on.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, now I am somebody who's very mindful. Even
Yeah.
if it's very little,
Yeah.
I'm like, why am I wasting my money? So
I mean, personally,
and actually,
I
that's
don't-
something I learned from my son. Sorry to
Yeah?
cut you.
No,
Yeah,
great.
Because like 2 years or 3 years back, when my son started traveling by cabs for his tuition and everything, or he would order his food, he would tell Mama, I'll take an auto because it's 20 rupees cheaper or 30 rupees cheaper, and I'll be like, it's okay, beta, go in cab. No, it will save me 30 rupees. And I'm like, if he's thinking like this, why am I wasting money? Or he would compare Swiggy and Zomato. Acha, my pizza is cheaper on this, so I'll order it from here. So I think he taught me well.
Yeah. True. I don't shop without a cashback site ever. अगर मुझे US से कुछ मंगाना होता है तो मैं eBates के थ्रू जाती हूँ. अगर मुझे सिंगापुर से मंगाना होगा मैं Shopback के थ्रू जाऊँगी. कैश करो तो of course इंडिया में कुछ भी है तो कैश करो. So I'm like, why? Because I mean, I have more than 3 lakhs of cashback. We have so
Wow.
many people who have lakhs in cashback.
Wow.
And वो सबके लिए घर पे ऑर्डर भी करते हैं. चाहिए तुम्हें कुछ हम ऑर्डर कर देंगे because they'll give the cashback.
Oh,
And
I had no idea.
yeah, so
I'm going to do that
check
now.
it out. Great. Okay, let's start with rapid karo. So number 1, what's the biggest myth about success that you want to break today?
Success looks different for everyone, and that's something we need to accept. That everybody's definition of success can be different.
Well said. One travel experience you wish you could relive.
Okay, so I had gone to Disneyland.
Yeah.
I had taken my son, he was 4 years old, and he had a smile plastered for 12 hours.
Oh wow!
I think I want to
my
relive that.
God.
It was too
Adorable.
cute. Too adorable, yeah.
If this podcast were to be heard by your future self 20 years from now, any message you'd like to give today?
That you're doing pretty well.
Yeah.
And no, you're not fat.
For sure not. And with your kind of fitness routine, definitely not. Yeah. So content creation is very crowded nowadays. How have you carved your niche?
By being absolutely authentic and constantly thinking, how can I help the other?
Yeah. How can I help you? All right. What's one lesson life has taught you the hard way?
The same, that never lose your financial independence. Because a lot of your decisions are based basis that. A lot of self-respect comes from there. Your self-worth comes from there. So don't lose that.
Yeah, and self-confidence
Yes.
with that as well. For young creators who want to build a personal brand, what's the one thing they should focus on?
Authenticity.
Exactly, I would say the same thing. A lesson you've learned from traveling that applies to life and business.
कि कभी भी कुछ भी हो सकता है.
True.
Be prepared.
True. What's the biggest misconception people have about being an influencer?
ये आसान है. It's not easy. It takes a lot of mental strength to do what we're doing.
Yeah. And सबसे मुश्किल क्या है influencer के बारे में?
That you're dependent on the external world. Right?
Yeah.
You could be providing everything right, yet how you're accepted is not, you cannot control it.
One fitness rule you always follow.
Keep it simple. Like
Yeah.
fitness is as simple as routine based. It is based on pani piyo,
Yeah.
sun में time spend करो,
Yeah.
हर रोज workout करो,
Yeah.
walk करो.
Yeah. Any gadget related to fitness that you have started liking recently?
Yes, I wear a smart ring now. I am not a data person, so for me it was a big change, but it's really helped me.
Yeah.
Like I have, my workouts actually are decided as per how good my sleep was.
Yeah. So you wear it every day
So-
to sleep also? You
Yes.
monitor your sleep?
Yes.
So
I
we wear
monitor
the
my-
same Gabit smart ring?
Yes.
Same color also we are wearing.
Yeah, rose gold.
Nice. One workout trend you think is overrated?
I don't know if it's a trend or not, but a lot of people think कि workout बहुत ऐसे वो rope ऐसे ऐसे
Yeah,
करने
yeah.
से intense workout होगा.
Yeah. Sexy लगता है देखने में.
हाँ, मतलब it doesn't.
Yeah.
Like I said, fitness is simple. It doesn't need to look like what fitness influencers or fitness gurus show it as, you know, it's so ये करने से कुछ नहीं होने वाला.
Yeah. What's a travel scam that you almost fell for, or maybe did actually fall for?
Never.
Never. Smart. Avoid the scams. Okay. One lesson your child has taught you, apart from saving money, which we just spoke about as well.
To not take things personally. I have seen him that, you know, even when he was, say, 10 years old, 9, 11 years old, and I would say, you know, this person didn't invite you. Did you not feel bad? Why?
Amazing.
He's maybe not my good friend. Maybe he didn't think I'm there, needed there. So I was like,
He should talk to so many people out there who are always asking others whose party pe kaun ja raha hai.
Correct. I was like, damn, this is great perspective.
Amazing.
To not take things personally and then being so much at peace. You're not even thinking कि उस party में हो क्या रहा है फिर. Because you're like, oh, I don't belong there maybe.
If you could take a month-long trip with any celeb, who would it be?
मुझे नहीं
Month-long तो
लगता.
बहुत लंबा है. Week-long बोल देते हैं.
To be honest, I'll probably do it with Gulpanag.
Oh yeah?
Because she's so adventurous.
That's true.
She's
is.
into fitness.
Yeah.
She's into adventure.
You guys are a match actually. I can see
Yeah,
that.
I would love to travel with her.
Yeah.
And like, she's a pilot.
Yeah.
She rides a bike. She does, you know, she drives a Thar.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
So I think that's the only person I can think of.
What's one fitness trend that makes you go, no way, not doing that? The ropes.
क्या कर रहे हो?
The ropes. Okay. Depict single parenting in one emoji.
In one emoji. One
Use
emoji.
multiple emojis if you want. Oh, that's a good one. What's an overhyped opinion and why do you disagree with it?
Overhyped opinion, like something which is not popular.
मतलब जो everyone is saying कि
So अभी ना मैंने बहुत सारी reels देखी हैं जिसमें ना 30s में दिखा रहे हैं कि you know back ache हो रहा है and it's very normal that you went out on a date and both the people on the date are discussing,
Really?
oh I have my back
So
ache,
sad.
oh I'm not able to lift this cup, you know, and sprain आ गया.
Yeah.
Like no.
Yeah.
30s and 40s and 50s, you're
Yeah.
not supposed to have any body aches and
Yeah.
pains if you're taking care of yourself.
Yeah. What's the biggest myth about fitness influencers?
That they're always ripped.
Ripped. Okay, ripped.
Ripped,
Yeah. No,
yeah.
I'm sure they're not always.
They're not, and there are a lot of
Yeah.
angles. Also, I think they lie about how much they work out.
Yeah.
I think they would say, हाँ मैं तो सिर्फ 1 घंटे workout करता हूँ हफ्ते में every day. No, most of them work out more than 2 hours.
Good one. Okay. What's a parenting trend that needs to stop?
Okay, shooting, recording the vulnerable moments of your children and putting it out on social media. I feel extremely horrible because they've not agreed to that.
Yeah.
And it should not be put out.
And tomorrow if they see it, I'm sure they won't feel great about it.
Yeah.
They're not doing this to get you views.
Correct.
So that's their real emotion and you can't put it out there.
And even half naked.
Yeah.
Pictures or videos of your...
Last 2 questions. Any finance tip that you swear by?
Start investing in mutual funds right away.
Do you do monthly SIPs?
Yes, I do monthly SIPs.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay, last one. What gives you true happiness?
Spending time with my son, with my cats, with my dad, doing yoga, working out. I'm very simple, so I like everything simple.
Enjoying the simple things in life.
Yes.
Excellent. Great. It was lovely chatting with you, Anu. Thank you so much for sharing your dreams with us on the Bad Be a Dreamer podcast. And all of you out there, keep dreaming because dreams do come true. You see her doing so well and I'm so happy for you.
Thank you so much, Swati.
The Bad Podcast.